Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the
body punches?
I was hitting him with body punches, and I heard him, actually, he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the fourth round on?
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time? Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
Beyonce Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Sunday, recap day. Time to recap the entire weekend and weekend's events. Talk a little boxing with you guys and look forward to this week, which will be fight week for Canelo Alvarez and Jaime Munguia in Las Vegas. But before that, Virgil Ortiz gets the win over former sparring partner Thomas Delorme and moves forward, setting the stage for the Tszyu Virgil Ortiz clash that we have been discussing. Shout out to Turkey Atlas Sheik that put that one together. And all that needed to be done was get the big win over Delorme. A stay busy fight for Virgil Ortiz. His team probably hoping that he would have got a little bit more rounds, as this is only 2 rounds that he was able to pick up. The last opponent was not able to last past the first round either. In Discord, we were watching this live and chatting, and I told the fellas this wouldn't go over 1.5. Sure enough, Virgil landed a clean body shot to what looked like the solar plex area, sending Delorme crashing to the floor in agony and never getting up. But the sage's step for Tszyu, who couldn't contain his excitement either, taking to social media right away and, letting you know how excited he was, throwing a few punches and things like that. Nothing crazy, no big announcement or anything verbal, but just, a little shoe shuffle, a little excitement for Tszyu that gets a really big fight and continues to prove that, that's what he wants are big fights and big fights only. But here is that message from Tszyu.
Get it on.
And that was immediately after the win that Virgil Ortiz picked up. Once again, setting up the stage for the Tszyu fight. Shout out to Tim doing the Ryan Garcia shoe shuffle in the white Crocs. I'm sure Danny, my co-host, would be proud. That being said, Jose Ramirez versus Ramirez-Barthelemy ended up being a very tough fight for Ramirez, where I'm sure his team is going to take a step back and possibly go in different directions, or maybe realize that is it. They've reached their ceiling with Ramirez. He's only getting older, and maybe it's cash out time. I'm not sure. That's a team decision. But obviously and certainly you guys can call in and give us your opinion as to what they should do. Can you see Ramirez getting any better than last night? I never expected Ramirez-Barthelemy to be able to hurt Ramirez. And if Barthelemy had any sort of tank, he probably would have knocked Ramirez out, which, again, means that a lot of people at 140 can knock him out. Fuck. A rematch with Josh Taylor could end in a knockout. Now, granted, Barthelemy was having that success from the southpaw position, so maybe it would take a southpaw to give that same trouble, but I just didn't see punch resistance. Now, I don't know if that's because he's been out the ring for some time, but it seemed like any decent straight left that Barthelemy landed really seemed to affect, Jose Ramirez, and it just had me a bit worried as to what will happen if he stepped in there with some of the bigger names at 140. And, there are some heavy hitters. Obviously, Matias, who is on that side of the street. How would a fight with Matias and Jose Ramirez look? And, will Ramirez be okay? I looked at that fight and I said, damn, that's a good fight for Devin. Even though Oscar made it clear on yesterday's telecast that he was playing golf and he bumped into Devin Haney and he was shocked that Devin was already running, and that was the mindset of a champion, and you can tell that he wants to come back. But Oscar still recommended Devin stay out for the rest of the year. But I'm looking at Ramirez and I'm like, okay, that's a good fight, to get the bounce back. But I think that all those fights are dangerous for Ramirez. Regis, who's a southpaw, could be dangerous for Ramirez right now. Yeah, man, he did not truly impress. Good grit. Definitely a warrior, something we've always known. Definitely lets, his hands go. Not as much as he did in the past, but yeah. Let's hope it was just, sometimes when you're inactive for as long as he was, it's just hard to look good. Hopefully that was just this and nothing more. Not that he's, slipping or lost the level or just not on that level anymore. Let's hope that's not the case. But also on the undercard, who did look good, shout out to Ryan Garcia's father, Henry Garcia. We conducted an interview with him, and he made it clear. He said, look, this fight with Duarte and I'm losing my train of thought. Oh, JoJo. Will end in stoppage. And sure enough, it ended in stoppage, man. First 3 rounds, JoJo was looking good. A lot of people on JoJo's side. But truth be told, Duarte was coming on. He's not the most accurate puncher. And he himself needs to continue to work with Robert Garcia and hopefully learn how to let go of those hands, man. He's holding his hands way too much. There were part in the fights where the commentators were saying that he should just be landing punches anywhere, which I agreed with. I feel like he was letting JoJo off the hook way too much. I love that Duarte doubled up the right hand. Towards the later half of the fight is where he really came on, certainly after the 4th. And you can tell the tide was changing. You can tell that, those punches were having an effect on JoJo. And that was a clean stoppage. And credit to the corner that threw the towel in as well. JoJo still on social media not knowing why they stopped the fight allegedly. But he was just taking too many shots. Unfortunately, I think he's too small for the division. Just not enough pop for those guys at 140. But he's not going to quit. And I think maybe him and Ramirez should go in there. Ramirez needs another fight where he can continue to work and get the rust off. JoJo's not a big puncher. So maybe that's a good fight to make. I believe they used to be managed by the same manager, Rick Merrigan, so maybe now it's possible. And it looks like JoJo was either sponsored or switched management to Wise Owl, as he had a huge patch on his waistband last night. But JoJo now probably on like a 5-fight knockout loss streak, and not knockout, but just a loss streak, right? He's just been losing, and I think it's about 5 in a row at this point. And I'm not asking the man to retire. He just got to drop the level of opposition. He got to get down there like where Pitufo Diaz is at and completely rebuild. He keeps taking these top fights with high-leveled guys, and it's not working out for him. The last fight that JoJo can get on this level would be a Schofield fight, and at this point, I don't even know that I want it anymore with Joe. I mean, again, I'm gonna check for sure, but I think JoJo's like on a 4-fight knockout. 4-fight losing streak. So it's just like, is this even a good fight for Schofield at this point? So since 2021, July 9th, he defeated Javier Fortuna by unanimous decision. Went on to lose to Devin. Went on to lose to Cepeda. Went on to lose to Mercito Gesta. Got the win over Jerry Perez, which a lot of us thought he lost. Went on to lose in an upset versus Campos, and then got stopped by Duarte. So I still want to see the fight with Schofield, and I know that a lot of people are not going to receive it as anything other than a guaranteed win, but I still want to see Schofield go through the motions with Diaz. Diaz just lacks power, but he's still a decent boxer, slick boxer, good movement until he tires out. Schofield is a puncher, so I know it's a difficult fight, but again, I mean, Diaz doesn't look like he's quitting. What does bother me is that he's fighting everybody but Schofield. I don't know if it's a personal thing or what, and you really can't say he's ducking Schofield because, I mean, look at the guys he's getting in there with. It's like he doesn't want to go backwards, or he doesn't want to be the stepping stone for the prospect, so he'd rather be the stepping stone for the contenders. Not really sure. But JoJo's he's stuck in some mud right now, man. He's, he switched trainers, and they were hoping things were going to be different, but they were in tough with Duarte. Duarte looked extremely bigger than JoJo, and that win for Ryan aging well, because Duarte is now the first man to stop JoJo Diaz. Yes, it's later in his career, but this is Duarte's second fight at 40, and I get it. JoJo's best days were probably at 30. But you still got to give Duarte credit for what he did, which means you got to give, Ryan credit for what he did. Jumping to, all right, we talked Rancis, and we did talk Virgil. I mean, again, just making sure y'all understood, Jose looked bad. I mean, he looked bad. Not to say that Rancis looked good, but this was probably one of the best fights Rancis has had throughout my years watching him, which is sad because he didn't throw that many punches. He was more playing possum, trying to land that big one that never really came, even though he buzzed Ramirez numerous times. But I don't know. I believe that there is a blueprint out. You can see the chinks in the armor in Ramirez, and I'm sure people are going to jump on that the minute that fight is offered to them. Ramirez just didn't look like like Ramirez of old, I guess is the easiest way of putting it. But someone that did look good was on Friday's fight, Yoenis Tellez. He looked good. Credit to Jackson. What durability, man. That guy could take a punch. Certainly a game fighter. And I would love to see Jackson back, at 35. Hopefully he still has more to give. But Tellez, with 8 fights, fuck, man. He's starting to really impress me. Now, I'm not saying he's a finished product. You can check out my interview with Ronnie Shields. I'm certainly critical. The man can't cut the ring off. I was a bit critical of his last fight, but I said I would give him a pass because Ronnie wasn't around. But now that Ronnie was in the corner, I told him to his face, like, whoa, buddy, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is the second fight in a row. He cannot cut the ring off. He's just following and following. And it's actually frustrating, right? Because you got this amazing left hook, and you won't even cut the ring off when your opponent's going to his right. Because it's that simple. Your opponent's going that way to the right, your left, his right, throw the fucking jab to stop him from going over there. You want to get fancy, throw the fucking left hook. Same thing. Your opponent's going to his left, your right, throw the right hand. Cut off with your lead foot. Box him in. Jesus Christ, bro. Shit was ass watching this dude just go round and round and round and round and round and round. I felt like I was on a merry-go-round, bro. It was not what it was, bro. And it shouldn't be something we watching. They got to work on that. Ronnie says they're going to work on that. But Ronnie did say he believes that performance Friday night is still a good enough performance to beat Brian Mendoza. But that interview is out if you want to check it out. Just dropped 35 minutes ago. But yes, Yoenis Tellez, I do like what I've seen. It's not all bad criticism. Obviously, the dude has some real power. And he's got a fan base. He's not from Orlando. He trains in Houston, and he had a nice fan base there in Orlando. Good amount of Cubans came out to see him. Morrell or Cruz were not there in support the way that I thought they would be. And, he still had a good, demographic of his people coming to check him out. Again, only 8 fights, so I'm not trying to rush him. The issue is he beat and looked great versus Garcia. Then he beat, and I'm not going to say looked great, but got a great not come from behind because he was always up on the cards, but he got a great last-minute knockout versus Lovano, his son with an L. And now he gets a nice knockdown in this fight, goes the distance, gets some rounds, like he did in the last fight. He just got that last round knockout in the last fight. So, he's getting the development that he needs as a 8-0 fighter. We want to rush him because he rushed himself and he catapulted himself on that level with the win over Sergio Garcia and in the fashion in which he did it. But you can tell that there still needs to be some work. I could still see him becoming a champ at like 12-0. He's only 8-0. I could see him getting 4 more fights and developing into what he needs to be. He's got a great jab. He's just not using it as often as I'm sure Ronnie would want him to. So definitely an exciting fighter, though, because he's going for the knockout. He's going for the knockout. I think he hurt his hand, though. So we'll see if he's going to be out because I seen him, at the after party and whatnot. And when we went to shake hands, he gave me the opposite hand and I already knew what it was, right? So maybe he just got to ice it. We don't know. But that's his right hand, which is cool because it's not his money punch. His money punch would have been his left, which is the left hook. And that would have been awkward because who shakes hands with their left, right? But it was his right. So, maybe he could come back a little bit sooner than normal because it's not the money hand. But if it's fractured or something, I would just stay out. Again, he's gone, the last two have gone 10, so he's picking up the rounds and experience needed. It's more about working off that jab, working off that jab versus just winding up, trying to get everybody with this left hook that they know you got at this point. His left hook, it's not on Ryan Garcia's level, but his left hook is known to the world, at least the boxing world, like Ryan Garcia's left hook. We know that's your money punch. If we know, your opponents know. So, like, why are you making this shit so difficult? You know what I mean? Set it up. Don't get me wrong. He had great variety bringing it up and down. He doubled. Again, it was more Jackson. Maybe Tellez doesn't look like he's not using the jab as much or like he's following if Jackson wasn't so durable and would have just, gave up with one of those body shots and numerous headshots. But Jackson kept trying, which obviously with all the fucking power punches that Tellez is throwing, as the rounds go by, he's getting slower, he's doing less, and he's looking for the big shot. So, I can see where the criticism will come. He still got the job done. It still was an exciting fight. He had the fans in attendance definitely happy, but the off-TV fight probably stole the show with Hulk. You guys didn't get to see him. Dude sold like 20,000 worth of tickets, and they forced him to fight last so that the arena went empty. And it was only a 4-round fight. Can you believe it? But dude was excited. They both got dropped. He got up and got the win and a knockdown. So, it was a good fight. It was an overall good card. That was the first time I actually walked the grounds. Like, I had stood in the casino. I keep calling it a casino because it just looks and feels like one because it's a resort. But I actually stood in the resort before, but never walked the grounds and used the amenities. It was just like an in and out. I'm there for work. On that Friday, I stood the night, wake up early morning to beat the traffic and skedaddle. So never really checked the grounds. It's actually a beautiful location. 32 acres, man. They have just about everything. Tennis courts, anything you can imagine they have except a beach. And, there's Cocoa Beach and Daytona Beach in Orlando, so you can always find that. Derek Lincoln, welcome to the prospect level, my friend. Welcome to the prospect level. But listen, I'm going to open up the phone lines. I think that's pretty much it. But if anybody wants to call in and voice their opinion on today's show, we can recap. So you can talk about pretty much anything. If you want to talk about Natalie Dove or, some of the other fighters like Daniel Perot, who got the first-round knockout, Bob Santos, heavyweight. Maybe you want to talk David Garcia, another heavyweight that was on the Tellez card, or maybe some of the streams on the Golden Boy card. Shout out to Golden Boy. That card actually ended up being better while watching than how I received it when announced. I guess that's, as fair as I can be. Like, when I heard about the card, I'm like, oh, my God. You know what I mean? Pretty much all tune-ups. But shout out to Rancis that fought and didn't want to be labeled the tune-up. Delorme pretty much, did what I expected him to do. Instead of laying down, he went down on his knees. So same difference. But, the quote that stuck out was Virgil saying, I know you're watching this fight, Tim Tszyu. Just know I'm ready. And the hilarious quote for Ramirez was, "I dominated most of the rounds," which I guess isn't a lie, but it just didn't look like that, And pretty much every round he was getting caught with a variation of the one punch that Francis threw, which was the left hand. So, if you want to speak though, go ahead and request on Discord, or you can call in on the landline. I'm gonna put that number in the live chat right now. And on Discord, you just gotta raise your hand. Same on Twitter Spaces. If not, early show. Right now, we're at 209,834. So we need about another 175 or so subscribers to get to the next goal of 210,000. So if you want to go ahead and be part of helping us achieve those goals, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click that notification bell. All right, I'm going to give it a few more seconds to see if anyone is interested in giving their takes on the weekend recap and all the fights that took place this weekend. This is the issue with boxing, man. If your name ain't Tank and Ryan, guys not interested, man. And make it hard for these fighters to get to that level because, they don't put any importance on them until they've reached that status, which is unfortunate. But I'm putting the link for Discord and the link for Twitter Spaces also in the live chat for any potential future callers. And we'll give it a few minutes. If not, we'll wrap it up like the weekend is wrapped up, and we'll be back fight week for Canelo and Munguia, where all you casual fans will call in because you actually know those guys, right? You watch the bigger names. Well, on that note, Nest GTO, okay, Profound Dreamer.
Hey, gather around TBV. That's if you're still listening, and get on down with these profound rhythms. What's up, Ness?
What up?
Yo, all right. So my only thing I want to call in to talk about today is how excited I am to watch Tszyu on August 3rd finally put an end to this career-long prospect, Virgil Ortiz. I've been seeing people on socials talking about how this the main event. They're not excited to watch the Crawford fight. And I'm here to say, since he the main event, where y'all at? Why ain't nobody here to share their excitement? Like, cause they already know what it is. This dude done been at 3 weight classes. He never fought for a title. And now he at 54, really 56, because he never really made weight. Like, it's going to be over for him, man. Tszyu going to get it back in blood from the loss that he took, that he was robbed against Fundora, because they should have stopped that fight because of that cut, but they didn't. But it's all good. He not complaining. He just right back on the horse, and he going to get out there, and he going to clap up one of America's biggest stars, and he gonna keep the ball rolling. I can't wait for this fight to happen because this Virgil Ortiz guy's been getting away with a lot of nonsense. If he was a fighter of a different background, I feel like he would have had a lot more flack and people coming at him for the way he been moving his career. But it's all good. August 3rd, justice will be served. Let's go.
All right, champ. Appreciate you, Profound Dreamer. We going out to Zorro de la Vega.
Yo, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I was unmuted this whole time, man. Hey, man, yeah, good morning to all, man. Yeah, interesting weekend of boxing, man. That Friday card, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really locked into that card. I watched a little bit. I think I watched the Aguilar versus Rios rematch. I remember seeing the first fight where Rios got dropped. And yeah, man, Aguilar, I think they're both from Florida, if I'm not mistaken. Someone was saying Aguilar's from some place in the Palm Coast, which I'm not too familiar with, but yeah, we did his thing, man. Aguilar definitely showed he was a better fighter in that rematch, and yeah, man, shout out to him. I can't remember what weight class that was. Do you? 'Cause they little guys.
Nah. Coleman, you talking about?
Was it the co-main? I'm pretty sure it was, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
it was the
Aguilar.
Mexican versus Puerto
Yeah,
Rican.
Aguilar Real was the co-main. It was a rematch. I'll double check. I have to pull up the event.
Yeah, nah, but Aguilar, man, he really showed that he was an all fighter. So yeah, shout out to him because that was a good performance. And Rios is a tough dude. So yeah, man, and honestly, with Ioannis, bro, like, right, he came on the scene with that knockout, right? With what was his name? Sergio? I can't remember the dude. Or
Sergio
Garcia.
Garcia.
And yeah, man. So it's like, all right, nice prospect. He kind of looks like Morel, just the right-handed version. And then that fight on that last MVP card beforehand, it was just strange. Yo, I had told you I put a bet on that, right? And right before the fight started, I got an email talking about they canceled the bet. After the fight, turns out his manager dropped 80,000 for the fight to go over 5.5.
100,000. But listen, let me just give you some not facts. Well, yeah, there will be facts, right? So it was 100,000. There is an investigation. The WBA now is also under investigation in Canada with
Right.
some sports gaming books in Canada, as they believe the WBA is part of suspicious behavior due to the Joannis Tellis bet. Now, what I'll say is this before everybody starts jumping to conclusions. A, it's not illegal. Ryan just bet $2 million. Everyone is celebrating him. Okay. B, Tellis proved now with this last performance, he ain't shaving no points. The motherfucker's not a finisher. What can't y'all fucking see? He can't cut the ring off. Dudes is going in circles all day. It's a motherfucking merry-go-round. Ain't no shaving points. He got lucky. We got lucky because I told y'all to bet on him the last time, and I didn't this time. Why? Because we see now he ain't a finisher. If he can't land the left hook, it's a wrap. They got to teach him how to cut the ring off. So all that shit about the bet, man, I guarantee that investigation goes absolutely nowhere. Anybody and their goddamn mother could put money on themselves. Their mother could put money on their son, the grandmother. I got another case where Jason Lissow took a fucking loan out and put money on himself and won. So, like, that investigation is going nowhere but down a goddamn toilet. What we do know is that it wasn't a fluke. It ain't no fucking illegal shit. No funny business. The only thing funny is Tellis, and it's no disrespect to him because he's 8-0. Not everybody 8-0 is a finisher on the world level. He jumped to the world level with the Sergio Garcia fight, so our expectations are high. But he's still right on par with Arrigo, right on par with a Loma. Like, he's doing his thing. The criticism isn't that bad other than the motherfucker can't cut the ring off. But I guarantee that bet shit ain't going to hold up because everybody puts money on themselves. And look at the boy. He ain't a finisher. That last fight went as long as it did. Just why this fight went as long as it did. He don't know how to cut the ring off.
Damn, Ness. I mean, I was just trying to drive a point. You didn't know where I was going with that. I'm just saying, man.
I know, it's just that a lot of people was trying to say that this weekend, and now after watching that fight, it's like, bro, how could we dare say this dude is shaving points? Like, that's just him. He's a follower. He follows the dude around and around. He never throws a goddamn jab. He don't set it up. He catches you with a lead because he loves the hook, but he's a follower. There's no way he shaved points, man. I'm telling you, there's no way, bro. Like, you can look at those two fights and see, bro, there's no way he's out here on some shaving point shit. That's more lack of world level experience.
Listen, man, I wasn't really saying all that. I'm just saying, man, it's obvious. I ain't trying to bet on the dude because you just don't know what you're going to get. Anyways, last night, it was a decent card. You know, I think I started locking in at I missed the women's fight and I didn't see Curiel, so I saw the JoJo and Duarte. I mean, I
Bro,
expected Duarte to stop
the
him.
women's
Just figured
fight,
he'd be too strong, but I got to give credit to JoJo. He looked pretty decent in the beginning. I with him, it's another thing, right? You hear about all the out of the ring stuff. He talks about having a drinking problem, being overweight, and I mean his body's just not at 140. So him fighting a guy Duarte who looks like he should have been at 140 for already coming down from Ryan weight. It kind of went as expected, just being too strong. Some people didn't like stoppage. I mean, I was with it because the dude was teeing off on JoJo, like literally punching right through his guard. You could see his legs, being lifted off the air just by blocking the shots. I mean, JoJo, I don't know if he should retire. I mean, the man, he's a fighter. That's really all he knows how to do. So, but I think you made a good suggestion, man. Just drop that level because he can't even beat. I think what the dude, the Jesus Presence of the world. If he wants to fight, listen, man, take your way back. Understand you're gonna have to take a cut in the check most likely, or you're gonna have to be fed. You're gonna be fed to somebody. And I'm with you too, bro. I don't really care to see him versus Schofield. Let the man get a couple wins. Let him believe and have other people believing that he can still fight at a decent level, and just go from there. If not, then yeah, man, just pack it up because you're gonna get hurt. You keep fighting at 140, bro. You are going to get hurt, and it's just not worth it. I'm so sick of watching these Virgil Ortiz, ridiculous matchups. I'm so glad we're actually gonna see for real. Hopefully, right? Hopefully he makes it through the way into the fight. Cause once again, doesn't fight at a 154 weight limit. And it's just like, bro, they want to test his body, I heard, but yet they're not having him see if he can make the cut. I know like the last fight, they wasn't sure what weight it was gonna be until like fight week, I heard. So, I think that one was at 156 as well. This one, this one too. So, yeah, I mean, didn't learn anything from the Delorme fight. And now we're gonna go against Tim Tszyu, who's a proven 154 pounder. It's tough to know what to expect. So, we all know Virgil, 21 wins, 21 knockouts. Tim Tszyu, we've seen what he can do. So yeah, hopefully it's an explosive fight. Yeah, I mean, I'm rolling with Tim Tszyu already. It's just come on, man. I'm gonna go with the guy that's active, the guy that's fighting top level competition, the guy making the weight. And yeah, man. But we all know what Virgil got power. Virgil can fight. So it is crazy that's gonna be on the undercard. I mean, that card there is just it's super explosive. And when it comes to Jose Ramirez, bro, I don't know either. It's like maybe it's too many gym wars. Maybe it was a layoff. Rancis has always been a tough style to look good against. So Jose was just trying to chop him down, but bro, just the defense, the reaction, that's like, yo, how do you keep getting hit with the same left hand over and over again? Like, bro, in that third round, not only was he hurt, but they cut that round short, 15 seconds. Like, if they would have let that go, bro, he really could have been stopped. But yo, shout out to Jose, man. He battled through it. He got the unanimous decision. And yeah, if they think I don't understand why they believe he would fight Ryan Garcia would fight him. Like I don't understand what he would get out of it. Like Nets, do you have any idea?
I guess a check, right? Like I don't mind the fight. That's like another Barboza Ryan Garcia, a East LA type of fight for your peoples to make Ryan more Mexican versus a Mexican who's proven former world champ. For us, it's not anything because we know that he's got bro, if Rancis could tag him with that left hand. Now granted, Ryan is coming out the orthodox, so it may not land as easy, but yeah, he could fuck around, knock out Ramirez. He's a Mexican, former champ. You resume building, bro. Like Ryan can't fight everybody, and out of the Horsemen, he's 1-1. No one else other than Tank has fought someone, and Devin. Everyone else is waiting to fight. Tank fought Ryan. Ryan fought Devin and Tank. Devin fought Ryan. Shakur, not yet. T.O., not yet. So, like, Ryan can't now turn around. Oh, I just beat Shakur. I mean, I beat this kid. I'm gonna fight Shakur. I beat Devin. I'm gonna fight Tio. Nah, somebody else got to step up. So in the interim, yeah, he needs some Barbosas and some Ramirez's, and those are great LA fights where he's from, where his fan base is strong. Those are good Texas fights where he's from, where his fan base is strong. I mean, he's not from, but his fan base is strong in San Antonio. So yeah, I mean, again, everything can be a tough fight. Everything can be a top 5 opponent.
I mean, but at the end of the day, bro, like if he's not seen as a real Mexican, why is Jose Ramirez seen as a real Mexican? So
I
I don't.
mean,
I
because
mean, like you said, it's a
Ramirez,
check. It's a check, yeah. But at the end of the day, bro, him looking like he just did, bro, I just don't see that happening specifically next. It just doesn't make sense. It's not
yeah, no,
exciting. But
I don't think Rick Miragran does it next because he's going to protect his investment. But then again, wouldn't the fight with Ryan be Ramirez's biggest fight? So they might do it next. They might be willing to do it next because it's like, bro, this is a big check. You know what I mean? If we don't take it now, Ryan is crazy too. You know, like, do you really risk not taking it and Ryan going somewhere else, possibly losing, winning, moving up, and then that fight is gone? I don't know. It's a lot to
yeah,
consider.
I just finished with this, man. I just with the way Ryan's been moving, now he has this huge excitement. I mean, like you said, for 1-on-1 with the Four Kings, it's like, bro, I really want to see him fight Tio. I want to see if he's really, really
Yeah, but
attacking
I don't
that
want him
those
to
Four
fight Tio
Kings.
like that,
What?
bro. Like, how can you ask him to fight Tio right off of this? Like, I hope that's not what you're insinuating. He shouldn't be forced to be, fighting these dudes. Like, at least with Ryan and Tank and Devin, like, he got that one with Duarte in between. I think he needs a Barboza or a Ramirez before he fights a Tio. Like, why everything gonna be tough, 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 tough?
I mean, it doesn't have to be next. I'm just saying, like, that's what I would like. But all right,
Okay,
man. I gotta go. I got daddy duties, man. Appreciate y'all.
you the man. Uh, Atlanta,
Yo, Ness, you hear me?
perfect.
Yo, man, you wildin', man. You saying Yoenis is not a finisher? Man, after he took the uppercut to the groin, man, he lost all the superpowers, man. Stop the cap. That fight was over, man, with Action Jackson. Like, Action Jackson, man, he came from that same chitlin circuit as Michael Williams Jr., man. Tellus was supposed to get him up out of there, man. But, anybody that takes a hit like that to their goddamn groin, they gonna need multiple rounds or even shit. He could have walked away from the fucking fight. That shit was devastating. Have you ever heard anybody scream like that on TV, man, from a groin shot? I'm just asking the
Nah,
question. I've
nah,
never seen
nah.
that before.
But if it was that bad, he could have went to the cards. He would have won. He could have said he couldn't continue. They'd have went to the cards. He would have won. You know what I'm
Man, my
saying?
nigga,
Like, and that's all
he was
part of
trying
the
to show his.
experience. Maybe now he'll do that because a very experienced fighter did that in Mikey Garcia versus a very tough fighter in Orlando Salido. He got his nose
Yeah,
broke. He went to the cards and he beat Salido on the cards. Like, these are things that even the elites do. But until you become elite, you ain't gonna be able to do it. But he got to take a page out of their book, and he didn't. He chose to fight on. So don't use it as an excuse.
man, that's definitely an excuse, man. You know what? I don't wish that on nobody, but if that does happen in a Border Wars event, what we're gonna say? We're gonna say is they inexperienced in the ring for trying to finish off the fight as a warrior. We're gonna give him credit.
Nah,
We're
I
gonna
mean,
have to give
yeah,
him
he gonna be
credit,
a
man.
warrior. Yeah, he gonna be a warrior because he
We're gonna
finished
have
the fight. But like, again, you can't be a warrior and get a pass. Like, it's either you a warrior for finishing the fight or you not a warrior because you couldn't finish the fight. You can't say, oh, he a warrior, he finished the fight, and that's why he lost.
Man. All right, Ness, you got it, man. Good morning to you, sir. Anyways, man. Anyways, man. The fucking Virgil Ortiz, he did what I thought he was gonna do. I can't believe people thought the fight was actually gonna go the distance with Delorme.
What the hell?
Man, these niggas on the back call, man, niggas don't be knowing shit. I swear on everything. They thought Delorme was gonna actually stand up multiple rounds. This shit wild. But I'm excited to see. Hopefully the sheet got something written in Tim Zoo's contract that he's actually going to send him upfront costs for training camp, because I think it's like a 60% fight that we might not get it with Virgil's track record, but hopefully we do get a fight on the card. Jose Ramirez, what the fuck's next for him, man? Like, piggybacking off what Vegas said, that he has no business being in a Ryan Garcia fight. My personal opinion.
Nah, for sure, but he could be a Garcia can't get a tough fight every time out. But like I said already, what about Ramirez, JoJo, Ramirez, Barboza? They're like, there's a lot of fights for him.
Right, I say Ramirez and Antonio Moran, or Ramirez Dakota Linger. Bring somebody else up that he could possibly look good. I'm serious as shit, bro. He look vulnerable as hell. Like, I've been arguing with people about that, man. Like, bring
that dude back, man. Sean that really beat Barboza. Put him in there.
He might fuck, man. He might fuck around. He might fuck around and stop Jose.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he entitled to do, because it'd be like, we owe you, man. We ain't get you the right decision. Here go a lob. If you do it, you do it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they do bring him back, but the only kind of fights that Ryan G should be looking at right now is the Earl Spence, real high level fights. Even an Earl Spence fight, as you saying, like Ryan fight Shakur next. I mean, I still don't look at Earl as dangerous as a Shakur fight. I think that's a fight that him and his team should really just go ahead and really try to pursue. I think he needs to go ahead and do.
But how real is a Earl fight? Like, yeah, I would love it to see and the storyline, but I don't know how. I mean, look at Earl, bro. He look like a heavyweight, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful.
I mean, a lot of these niggas look like heavyweights out of camp, man. Like, let's be for real here, and let's think about it. Who else Earl's gonna really see a big bag like this again with? I don't think Earl's gonna ever see a bag like that again. I think Earl's is going to be looked at just a good, solid fighter going forward, but never as the ultimate prize. I think Ryan G's the only one that he can actually see maybe another $20 or $30 million check. So it's something that Team Spence and Team Garcia might need to look at. It's about prize fighting, and it's about securing the bag.
But is that storyline big enough for Ryan's fan base? Because look how crazy he had to get to sell the Devin fight. Like, is him, defending the honor of his trainer enough for his fans?
I mean, he pulled some shit out his ass for the Devin fight. So, with the Earl, the court case, training in the gym, becoming the star pupil after just stepping in the gym and all this other stuff. I mean, Ryan might be able to spin it. I mean, Ryan's on doing a world tour right now. He doing
my man did a show with YG last night, bro. And that dude YG was in motherfucking Devin's. That's crazy, bro. That dude was in Devin locker room on fight night. Now he doing a show with Ryan. Bro, Tank jumped on Twitter like, yo, you see Devin how they do? They switch up on you. That's crazy, bro. This game, crazy.
Niggas be switching up, and it's funny, man. I almost have a feeling that we'll see Bill Haney and Devin talking to YG before they step foot on this show, which is wild. The whole community ain't switch up on you, but we seeing niggas doing goddamn live performances with Ryan G. This shit crazy, man. And man,
you out here trying to change his name to my Ryan G. You been slipping that in. What the fuck is this Ryan G now?
Hey, man, I'm just saying. It's shit. Times is times, man. I'm just saying Ryan G. That's it, man. I'm just saying that. Anyways, Ness, shout out to you. Good morning. Have a blessed day. Shout out to the whole community as always. I'll catch you later, man. Peace.
All right. My man said Ryan G. Now he a G. He done put that beating on my boy Dev. They done made him a G in the streets, man. Jake with the $5. Need that betting show this week, Ness. Left me hanging on this Golden Boy card. Listen, I just couldn't find the time, man. I was in fucking Orlando working, bro. It was very difficult. You seen that every live show I did was a 45-minute. The earliest one, the closest one to being on time was 45 minutes late. Like, it was it's not the same not being, in your studio where things are already set up and you ready to rock and roll. Plus, you at the mercy of someone else. And at this point, I'm giving y'all mad excuses. Let's be real. But if you did join me on Discord, you got those bets, man. You got those bets. That's why you got to be, you got to be part of the whole family, not just on one place. You got to be in Discord, got to be everywhere. Because I certainly gave everybody the Virgil 1.5, under 1.5, man. And as you can see, that worked out. I certainly told everybody Rancis going to decision, not to win, but that fight going the distance, man, and it certainly did. But Tellus, I would have not had bet on, and that's what I actually wanted to bet on. But then I felt the way that I felt because of his inconsistency and his lack of cutting the ring off, and I'm glad that I didn't bet on it. But what free advice, you could probably start thinking of making bets on Tellus to get a knockdown. He's probably good for one knockdown per fight. The finish is a whole nother thing unless he starts to develop a little bit more. What up, Mr. Perfect?
I'm blessed. Highly favored. I'm blessed.
Highly favored.
What up, man? I heard niggas trying to talk about Earl, talking about he look like a linebacker and shit still, man. Nigga was just with his kid.
Heavyweight.
This nigga did not look like a linebacker, man. Stop it.
You ain't see the video when he went to go see the
That's old, bro. He just posted with his kids yesterday. Nigga do not look like a linebacker, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, no.
Like, nigga it's when you ain't in camp, bro. Niggas not working out all the time,
I thought he
bro.
wanted Fondora, though, so why wasn't he in camp?
It ain't happened. So
he got the call out from Ryan.
For?
He ain't gonna get no bigger bag than Ryan. Why he ain't said nothing? Scared of that hook?
Hell no. So you got Ryan if they ever fight?
Blessed. Highly favored.
Highly favored.
I'm blessed.
No, hey,
highly favored.
That nigga was just with Prime, bro. That's big. Like,
bruh, he might get that win over Earl, bro. Let's be real.
Nah, chill out.
You gotta understand this, man. There's gonna be dozens, hundreds, thousands of us that don't know if Earl can even bounce back from that ass whooping.
Okay, just know. All you need to know, he got a 10, so he ain't getting knocked out with Earl.
I mean, do he? Do he? I thought Ugas made him do the stanky.
Cause his mouthpiece fell out, bro.
Oh, his feet ain't moved? My bad. I thought I seen his feet.
You on television with millions of people, and you got veneers.
But if you let Ugas, malnutritious Ugas, he ain't got eyebrows. You let him do that. You know what Ryan doing?
How he let Ugas do that when he thought his teeth was going to come out, bro?
He thought his teeth. Boy, what's Ryan gonna make come out your jaw if your mouth, your whole jaw coming out your mouth if your fucking teeth ain't sticking up? What you mean? You fighting with Ryan?
He got better teeth. He got better teeth now, bro. So chill out.
I know. That's why I said his whole jaw gonna come off this time.
Oh, crazy,
bro! Look. First of all, y'all Earl fans need to be calling for that. This is an easy tune-up. Your man's ain't get a win in a while.
I am.
The storyline is there. He trying to defend Derek honor. Let Earl beat this whippersnapper, right?
The fight.
This youngin talking shit to the OG. Let's see what the OG got.
But also on there, he talking about he want to fight AJ. Come on, man. Ryan just saying shit because he got the win. So
nah, he ain't just saying shit. Send that contract. I bet you he'll fight Earl. Texas, 100,000 in Dallas.
And who A-side? You know who it is still.
Yeah, you know who it is. Ryan, 55-45. You lucky if you don't get 40. You lucky you don't get 40 right now.
First off, they gonna do 50-50.
Yo, my dude, they're not doing 50-50. Stop acting crazy. Ryan allegedly just did 1.5 and his last one did 1.2. Stop playing with stop.
Everybody want to see Devin lose, bro.
This ain't got nothing to do with Devin no more. This got everything to do.
I thought you knew that.
This got everything to do with Earl now. They want to see his comeback. They want to see his comeback.
That's why he gonna be 50-50
Nah.
A side.
Nah.
Because they want to see him come back.
You'll never get 50-50 with a dude that just did 1.5 and 1.2. You sound crazy, man. You
We
sound
gonna
like
see.
you Pacquiao
We
trying
gonna
to get
see.
out the Floyd fight.
Come on now, Pacquiao ain't want to take that test. Stop playing.
That's what I'm saying. You sound like you Pacquiao trying to get out the Floyd fight. How you asking for 50-50? Your biggest pay-per-view was 650 and you got your ass kicked, but you won 50-50. Come on, man. Y'all
You
Earl
still talk
fans
about this shit, bro.
crazy.
You still talk about this shit. Y'all still talk about a nigga that lost to a nigga y'all claim is the best, bro. So
For
why is
sure.
y'all still trying to diminish?
How we
This
diminishing?
nigga
All we could do is
loss, bro.
all we could do is talk about his last fight. In his last fight, did he get his ass
Okay.
kicked?
Did anybody else beat him, bro?
Did he get his ass kicked in his last fight? I'm
Okay,
sorry.
did anybody else beat him though?
No, but we ain't talking about anybody else. We talking about him getting his ass kicked in his
so
last
how
fight.
are you trying to diminish the nigga that got one loss, bro?
How is we diminishing because we talking about the dude getting his ass kicked in his last fight? Devin just got his ass kicked in his last fight, right?
If I'm trying to say you can't sell,
Did Devin
niggas
get his
gotta
ass
draw.
kicked in his last
Like,
fight?
come on, bro.
Did Devin get his ass kicked in his last fight? Did Devin get his?
And Devin gonna sell when
And Earl got his
Devin
ass
is
kicked,
gonna
right?
sell.
And Earl got his ass kicked. So what's wrong? Why we can say Devin got his ass kicked in his last fight, but we can't say Earl got his ass kicked in his last
I
fight?
don't think Devin got his ass kicked.
Well, you're right, because Earl got his ass kicked worse. So like if we comparing, Devin didn't get his ass kicked.
How?
Oh, because Earl got
When you
knocked
was
out.
Bro, you talking about the biggest upset in history?
Nah, for sure. Ryan, nobody thought he was going to win. No one thought he was going to win.
Over somebody getting stopped by who y'all say is one of the best niggas ever.
No,
bro.
No. The difference is that, he got stopped by the dude that predicted he get stopped. Plus, he predicted that y'all would say he was drained. Remember that? That's why that win is crazy. Because he was Mystic Mac on it.
I'm going to make the fight. I could have moved up. I'm going to make the fight.
He said, when I beat you, they going to say you stood in the weight class too long. Like, damn, how he knew that shit 4 years ago? That's crazy.
And if it wasn't for him, the fight would never happen, bro.
Yeah, no. Credit to Earl, man. He signed up for that ass.
If I was Earl, I would have said, fuck that nigga and moved up.
Yeah, no. Shout out to Earl. He signed up for that ass.
And everybody would have said what?
He ducking.
Thank you.
And guess what?
Come on, man.
So it was Earl that would have had to live with the duck.
Right.
Right. So he ain't want that. He ain't want that.
And what's his motto? No tune-ups, no ducking.
All right. Well,
So
Ryan calling him out, man. Make sure you hit him up. Tell him.
Oh yeah.
Make this Ryan fight. Get this big check.
I want that fight.
And
fight.
Buy some more land after Ryan put him down.
Yeah, we get money, nigga. What you talk about?
No, that's what I'm saying.
No,
that's what I'm saying. He gonna buy some more land though, right after Ryan put him down. It's gonna be man down, buy land now.
10 minutes. Yeah, nigga, man down. Remember that.
Man down,
always
buy
gonna be
land
man
now.
Down. The big fish. Come on, man. You know we always been on our owning type shit.
Nah, for
Crawford
sure.
just not starting to be starting to be on that shit.
Nah.
Nigga finally got TBC promotions.
You wildin'.
Like, nigga, I never heard of that shit.
Crawford been on like 5 blocks in Omaha, man.
Then you want to go get the chain and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
They hate runs deep with this one.
Back, nigga. You been far back, bro. Like,
bruh, he not flashy. He not flashy.
You right, and now you want to be.
And he still
so
bought
who you
charms.
Want to be like, bro?
And he still bought charms for the whole team.
So who you want to be like, bro?
Winning TBC chains for everybody. Winning.
Come on, man. God, he don't got TBC chains for everybody. Stop it.
He did.
He
did do that.
Man, oh my
he got
God.
Bomac.
Where the fuck Bomac at? I never see Bomac with
Bruh, he got a video giving them all one. Why you hating? He even gave Steve Nelson one.
Bomac got one?
He gave one to Bomac and one to Steve
so
Nelson.
Why that nigga don't never wear it?
Because he probably not a jewelry guy, but he gave it to him, bruh. It's all on social media. You mad? You mad he gave him a chain?
That nigga is weak as hell.
You mad he gave him a chain and he gave him $2 million. And he gave him $2 million. Meanwhile, the other guy
Devin did that shit 4 years ago, bro.
Meanwhile, the other guy got accusations and shit. That's crazy.
Come on, man.
Biggest fight of his life. He gave out chains.
Okay.
And a bonus.
He been paying Derek, bro. Why do you think
I
he
got to
ain't
get to these
suing
other
Derek for
callers,
that?
man. I can't keep trolling you, man. There's hella callers over here. I
No,
got
you can't troll.
I got Tim Boski. What up? Tim Boski. Tim Boski. Tim Boski.
Hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, man, that guy, that last guy there, salute Ness, salute to the TBV community. Hope everyone's having a great week. We got some decent fights that we witnessed yesterday. I was impressed with. And that last caller that you're speaking to is another deluded Errol fan. He needs to explain to us why you're talking about, no tune-ups, we did this, we don't do. So why did you not fight Terence Crawford? Why? You made the man wait for however long to get the rematch which he didn't even get. But we don't even want to get into that, man. We want to speak about the facts that we witnessed yesterday. Shout out to the underdog, La Chucky, Argentinian lady, very, very durable fighter. I was impressed with her performance yesterday against Marlon. It was a tight fight, to be honest. Some people had her, some people had La Chucky. It was interesting bout. As for you and his tellers, first of all, let me sort out that betting issue. Oh, fucking hell, man. I hope people collected some change off of Virgil Ortiz yesterday. They were giving out very decent odds for the round 1 to round 3. You get me? I didn't really jump on it because I wasn't. I didn't really have too much faith in Virgil in the first 1 to 3 rounds against someone like Delorme because I wasn't too sure what Delorme was going to come bring. Was he going to, engage, or was he going to just hold the body shot that he did in the first round, which was what Virgil should have did. So I'm looking forward to him and Tim Tszyu later on down the line. That's going to be an epic fight, in my opinion. I have Tim Tszyu winning that bout. Better counter puncher, got a better pedigree, been in there with better fighters, as we say, been more active, been in the weight division longer. He's the older, so majority of the time he's the strong. He will be the stronger guy going in there. So that'll be a very interesting bout. As for, I was watching some, the DAZN card, the two Peter McGraw brothers on there. Decent performances. We want that. We want to run back with it. We need to get a lick back for Jericho Quinn. I don't know what happened to him. What was the problem there? Did he have a baby or something, or he didn't want to get that rematch that he deserves to give us, or what?
I mean, if you asking, he had a personal issue and had to pull out the fight.
I don't know.
Hopefully that's all it was. Hopefully that's all it was, and he didn't do that because he was being unfairly treated financially for the rematch.
Fair enough. Like I said, I don't jump out the window of certain things. I like to gather up and garner certain information from certain places so I can make my final climax on the situation. But yeah, man, obviously if that's the case, then fair enough. As for Tellez, I told you he's a tricky competitor. He can be a star. He does need to go back into the gym, work on his craft. He's still young, so he's still green. He's still got some greenery around his game. Cutting off the ring is a very difficult feat in the sport of boxing. It's not as easy we think it would be. It's to do with footwork, it's to do with your anticipation, to do with certain other aspects of the game also. That guy that he fought was a very tricky guy. I told undefeated. With these undefeated guys, we don't know what we're going to expect because obviously styles make fights. He is a power puncher. JJ, he's a power puncher. Tellez, all he does is have that left hook. Well, that's what he tries to look for. And I wish he could bring other dimensions to his game. Understand? I want him to work behind. He has no jab really. I want him to work behind it way more. He needs to set up some trap counters. I don't like the way he was getting tagged unnecessarily. I do not. I think he does have some dog in him. I believe so. But yeah, man, we have to put him to the test once again, man, because it was a step. I don't know why he took a step back, in my opinion, after the Sergio Garcia. I know they're trying to move him slowly, and like I said, styles make fights, but that's what happens when you fight a high level, elite caliber guy like Sergio Garcia. When I say elite caliber, I'm saying he was a touted decent guy at 154 out of the rest of the guys, and then he moved back down to the undefeated Mr. Jackson. So yeah, it's kind of tricky when you're moving up and down in levels. Yeah, man.
Again, it's no
for
different.
Jojo Diaz,
It's no
I don't know
different
what
than
we're
I
gonna do.
said with the Ryan, man. Like, these guys can't fight high level all the time. Like, it's just not sustainable unless you're trying to ruin the fighter.
Yeah.
Jackson was
Like a Fernando
undefeated,
Vargas,
but he was
like a Fernando
35.
Vargas. Look what they did with him in his early career. Winky Wright, all these other guys that he fought in his earlier when he was 22, 23 years old. They kind of burnt him out. You understand? They kind of burnt him to the ground, and he still gave us
Exactly.
epic bouts, and he still came out on top in certain fights. So it's gonna interesting to see. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, Ness, we don't want to, you know what I'm saying, milk the pot for too long. Pause. We don't want to milk the goat milk the cow. Sorry, for too long.
Yeah,
You
but he's
understand?
only
So
8-0, my brother. You Russian. He's 8-0. He's 8 and
yeah, but
0.
then
There's
yeah, but
no,
we,
there's
we yeah,
no.
but we can say look at guys like Madrid. We can say look at guys like Loma. Even though they
Yeah,
don't have
no,
he don't
no,
have the
no,
amateur
no, no.
pedigree of those guys. I
Mazurmov, no,
understand.
no, 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 no. Mazurmov has 10 fights. That's what I'm saying. And I said this dude could still be a world champ at 12 and 0. He just needs to hone in on them skills to learn how to better cut that ring off. He's with the right trainer, so it's just a matter of putting them training camps together properly. But yeah, no, he's still on that level. I don't know what you're talking about, my dude. Look at his last 3 fights.
Yes. He did go in there against a veteran in Carell. That was a crafty veteran. Even though he had more losses than wins, but those guys are tricky to get around. You understand?
You there? Or you done?
Yeah. No. I just wanted to speak on the Ryan Garcia issue. The Ryan Garcia issue also. Shout out to this guy. He's bringing boxing alive again. I told you we need more guys like him in this sport. I credit that guy because whether we like it or not, he's getting in there with these people, and he's putting on performances that we want to see again. Even though he didn't do too well against Tank, but he done fantastic and amazing job against Devin Haney. You understand? It's kind of pretty peak to me, in my opinion. I've been saying this. He could be the reincarnation, the modern day of Oscar De La Hoya. He doesn't fight like him. No, he doesn't. He doesn't fight like him. But he has the persona. He has the panache. You know what I'm saying? He has the flavor to be the modern day Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying to you? This guy's performing with YG. This is what we need. We need him to be performing with those type of guys so we can put boxing on the map once again. You understand? YG I know he might be a big entity over there in America. I'm not too sure. I'm sure he is. But he's on the stage with YG performing with that guy. Ryan Garcia, the boxer. Come on, man. Robert Garcia thinks he's the face of boxing. There's thousands of that think he's the face of boxing now, which he has a pretty big claim to say so. Understand? So I want to see what he does later on down the line in his career. It's going to be very interesting, and I believe he will fight everybody, every single person. He ain't running and ducking from no fade. So it's going to be very interesting, like I said, to see what he does. And yes, man, shout out to that Golden Boy card. That was a very decent, very solid card, in my opinion. Jose Ramirez, I want to see him in there. Bartholomew, he did better than I thought yesterday. Even though they didn't credit him for the knockdowns, which he should have gained, he gave me a pretty tough performance. Showed that he can still get in there with elite caliber competition
Hell
at this
no,
age.
that was the right call, man. That motherfucker was excessive with the shots after Ramirez went down. He's lucky they just took his knockdown and didn't take the knockdown and point the duck because, come on, bro, one shot because you're still happy that you got a knockdown is one thing, but like my man just kept punching downwards regardless. He just didn't care, bro. I felt like at that moment he actually wanted the ref to stop the fight because who does that? Like he's a professional, former world champ at that. Like better. That shit was disgusting.
Yes.
Lucky he didn't
Yeah,
hurt
for sure.
Ramirez, man.
No, for sure. Obviously, like you already should know this. You get me? You've been in the ring, obviously. We haven't been in the ring in an elite level like that, but I'm saying you've been in a fight, and you understand sometimes the mindset of these fighters when they get, it goes out the window. Like I said, i.e. Mike Tyson, i.e. Like you said, Bartholomew, i.e. All the rest of these guys, Belango, all these guys. Sometimes they just lose composure.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying? And they just
that's becoming this dude's MO. Remember, he knocked out Argenis Mendez after the bell. He's got several point deductions for low blows. He went low yesterday. I don't know, man. Rancis,
yeah, he's dirty. He's more dirty than Nick Bull. He's more dirty than Nick Bull. You see what
you
I'm
ain't
saying?
lying. At
That's real
least you
dirty.
ain't lying.
He
At
dirty,
least
Nick
you
Bull.
ain't lying there. Nick Ball dirtier than him, god damn it. But
No, yeah.
Rancis, man, he got to get his shit together because he's becoming known for that. But listen, I
Correct.
got some
Correct.
other
Yeah.
people here,
Thank
man.
you.
Let me get
I
to them.
appreciate that, Ness.
You the
Salute to you.
man. You the man.
Continue your great
People's
show. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
People's Champ. People's Champ. Brandon.
Yo, Ness, what's going on, fam?
Chilling, man. Another day, another show. Good weekend.
Good weekend, good weekend. Hey, Virgil Ortiz is going to beat Tim Tszyu, bro. And this is no knock against Timmy. Timmy's a great fighter. I'm not holding the last fight against him. I understand circumstances caused the fight to go in a different direction. And I would have said this even if Tim Tszyu would have beat Fundora. Virgil is special. I've noticed the last few fights, he has underrated foot speed and footwork. The guy is so explosive. His feet are super duper fast, and he uses that to close distance very well. And hey, this dude is going to be dangerous, man. I'm telling you. I'm noticing little tidbits. All we talk about is his power and the way he puts his punches and bunches. But I'm looking at the other stuff. He's giving you angles. He's stepping into the jab consistently. He's digging to the body pause, and the feet are very very fast. He's not your quintessential flat-footed Mexican power puncher brawler. This guy is athletic and explosive as well, man. And I don't think he gets enough credit for the skills that he had. He's very skilled. Um, he does have a high guard defense, but he does a good job of blocking and parrying shots. Some stuff gets in, but defense is underrated as well. He's going to beat Tim Tszyu. He is going to beat Tim Tszyu, and that will set up hopefully a fight between him and Bud Crawford. And man, that might be a mega fight. That might be a mega event. I fuck with Virgil Ortiz. He's a special, special, special Mexican power punching brawling fighter. He's not the average. Just like there's levels to the slick black fighter, you know, there's a difference between Shakur and Montana Love. You see the levels and the difference of it. There's a difference in level in Mexican brawlers, and Virgil is an elite Mexican brawler. So let me just give a shout out to the youngin for that. Me, Alex, and some other guys on the back call, we predicted that this would be a first or second round knockout earlier in the day. We said let's sprinkle a little 5 on the first and second. I think Alex did sprinkle 5 on the first and second rounds. We didn't expect Delorme to put up much of a fight. He's just not. He was in over his head. We all knew that coming in. We knew that when they announced this bullshit. Terrible matchmaking, by the way, if you was trying to give Virgil some rounds. I knew that Rancis was going to be a tougher fight for Ramirez. Rancis is always kind of awkward. He's always awkward for fighters, man. He's always kind of, weird. He's punching from crazy angles and shit. So I already knew this one going to end in a knockout. It would be a little closer. And it was a solid fight. I think Ramirez versus Ryan, if they want to keep it in-house for Ryan's next fight, kind of build up off the momentum, take him back to Cali. That's a good name. Ramirez does well in his hometown. He's always packing out the arena. I'm pretty sure Ryan could pack out an arena. You slap that bitch in Los Angeles somewhere, LA somewhere. They can, get the Mexicans to come out. I think Ryan will beat them. And then Ryan can move on to some bigger and better names outside of the Golden Boy stable. So I can see them doing that fight next. But other than that, man, I ain't got too much to speak on yesterday. I just wanted to call in and give Virgil his propers, man. This dude is just, we don't give him enough credit for his skills. People try to minimize him as just a brawler and a power puncher, but now this guy's got some skills, man. And like I said, I got him beating Tim Tszyu. It's gonna be a great fight.
So you ain't watched the
I got it
Tellus fight? Cause you ain't said
I ain't watch what?
Tellus. Yohannes Tellus. You ain't watch
No,
him?
I didn't watch that. No, I ain't watch it. I ain't watch it. But yeah, man, I'm gonna let you get to some other callers, bro. But like I said, salute to Virgil for getting this guy up out of there. He did what he was supposed to do. Get a guy up out of there. Let's look forward to the big fight that we really want to see. Don't play with your food, brother. Now we got a super fight coming with him and Tim Tszyu on an amazing card. Like I said, it's about a 55-45 fight for me. I'm edging it to Virgil, but man, it's about as 50-50 as they can get. But that's my call, and that's I'm gonna get to let you get to some other callers, brother. You have a good Sunday, my man.
You too. We got Derek Lincoln, $5 Ness. You got to hear Ryan new Haney diss track called Henny Pack on World Star Hip Hop. It is a snip of a song. Go check it out live. I seen it, champ. I seen it. Um, yeah, and it's not a whole song. It's just like a snip, and that's all that's been out. Something like they ain't believe me. Something was like the lyrics are something like that. Like they ain't believe me, so I showed them something. Smoking on a Henny Pack. I seen it. I seen it. We got Leonard Sterling with the 5-pounder. He says, have you seen news of the IBF ordering their 168 mandatory William Skull on Canelo's undercard? PBC have a history with mandatories Bakram and Zerafa. Yeah, I seen that, and I seen that William Skull signed to somebody, and he's on the Canelo card. So, I mean, if he's on the card, there's something going on. Maybe he was given step aside. Maybe they starting a business relationship with him so that he doesn't become a thorn in their side. I don't know. We shall see what's to come. We got a Baby Joker. What up? Baby Joker.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
Yo, man. Yesterday's cards. Ugh. What I tell you, Ness? Them fucking wins for Haney don't look good, bro. Now you got Duarte stopping JoJo. That's a dude Ryan made easy work of.
Yeah,
I don't know what's up with JoJo, bro. I feel like he should retire, but who the fuck am I to tell someone to retire, you know? It sounded like he got his life back on track, right? He said he gave his life up to God, and
yeah.
because he was doing bad and shit. If that's good, bro, that's good to hear. You know, if you're staying in it, pick a weight, get out of 40. I think that weight class is too damn big for him, dude. Duarte was dwarfing the dude all night. That shit was crazy. Virgil, Virgil reminds me of a fucking big badass Chrysler 300 SRTA. You know, he's mean as fuck. But I mean, then a car like that always looks mean when it's racing some little Camaro RS or a Charger RT. You know, he's supposed to do that. Now he's about to go out there and fucking face a M4, something lighter, meaner, faster. I want to see if that car got fucking tools to keep up with them dudes like Tszyu, bro. I mean, he looks good, but who the fuck's he fighting? Like, god damn, like, I heard Brandon, he's hyping him up, Venomous too, but like, bro, what the fuck? Supposed to look good against competition like that. You're a fucking SRT8, bulky as fuck, picking on these dudes with smaller engines, bro. Like, cool, you look cool doing that. It's a big step up versus Tszyu, in my opinion, bro. And I hope the bookies make Virgil a favorite. You know, he has that 100% KO. I hope, man, because I'm going to drop some money. Because if they have Virgil a favorite, they're kind of dumb. It's a big step up, bro. Tszyu and Virgil. Big step up. You think he's actually ready to put in work like that, Ness? You think he has the tools to fucking fight a crafty fighter like him? Like he hasn't seen it with Delorme. Who was the last guy before Delorme?
Frederick Lawson, I think. But I'm with you. I don't know what to think of Virgil because the competition. The best fight that I seen him in was Velasquez. That's like the most durable fighter. And then we don't know if he's gonna make weight. Is he gonna be ill? Is he gonna be 100? So it's just like I'm excited because it's two names. But then, now that the fight is made, it's like, is Virgil going to make it to the fight? Because every time he's in with a name, it's like he don't make it to the fight.
Like Munguia, for example, he's going up there to fight the elite. But at least, we've seen him with the Sergey, with the Ryder, with the Gabe Rosados. Those guys been tested and they've been in there with dogs, and he did what he had to do. Fucking Virgil don't have anything like that on his resume to tell me he could fucking hang with Tszyu.
Velasquez. Can't take that away. That's a great one.
Yeah, exactly. But still, bro, like, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
You go to fucking Tim's record and hey, that dude's fought some dogs, bro. I was looking at his resume and like, damn, he's had some tough opponents these last 4 or 5
Okay,
fights.
okay, but who on Tim Tszyu's resume do you think Virgil can't beat based off what you saw?
Well, I would have loved to see him against a Boachug, fucking Mendoza.
Tim Tszyu ain't fighting no
You,
Boachuk. I said who
but
on
he fought
Tim Tszyu?
Mendoza.
I said who on Tim Tszyu resume? Yeah, no, Mendoza's fine. I
Oh, you're
think
saying who on Tim Tszyu's resume?
beats Virgil. Nobody. And what does Virgil do to the dudes on Tszyu's resume? You don't think he does the same?
No, yeah, for sure. But to me, Zoo has had a better competition lately than Virgil. He still has issues with the weight. His little brother Venom was saying that it was a test drive to see if he could make 54, and fuck, he did not make it. So what am I supposed to think about that, bro?
His little brother, you're funny.
Hey, but if it's not for a title fight, he doesn't have to come in weight, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, bro. And Ramirez, oh man, I think this dude has been done since the Taylor fight, bro. Like he don't look to me he looks slow and kind of punch drunk. I may be talking out of my ass, bro, but that dude's not the same dude that he was a while ago. Like he's slow, he gets hit a lot. He's food. He is food for any of them 40 top guys, bro. I think Matias runs through him. Teo destroys him, and now we know why he left Top Rank. Teo fucking murders this dude. Even Ryan, I think that's a good name for Ryan too.
Yeah.
It's a really
Champ,
good name for Ryan,
let me
bro.
get to some other
Uh,
people.
that's all I got though. Have a good one, bro.
You the man. We got Big If.
Yep, salute, man. Top of the morning to you, man. Salute to you. Salute to everybody in the chat. Great fight last night. I hate to say that I agree with Baby Joker, but yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. Betting on Sun against Tim Tszyu on the next fight, man. And by the way, I made my I'm not a betting man, but I just tried it last night. I put on Marlene Esperanza. I lost on that, but I got on Sun for the first round KO. So he got me my first betting win ever. And but at the same time, I'm just looking at it just strictly technique base. It's gonna be tough for him, man. It's gonna be a tough fight. But if he pulls it off, then all the best to him. But for Ryan though, Ryan G, as the other dude was saying, I think the Errol Spence fight is a pretty good sell. That could put him into like the whole good guy category back again, where he's like, yo, I'm trying to defend my trainer's honor. I got my trainer, I paid him whatever he wanted. Like I did not, cheat my trainer, and I'm trying to defend his honor against this guy who's like taking him to court and doesn't want to pay him back. Now, I don't know what weight class they're gonna fight at. And it's gonna be tough because that's gonna be Ryan's first fight at 47 or whatever catch weight that Errol's trying to come in at. But it's definitely Ryan G. Ryan G's the A side on that, man. Whatever the splits are is the splits, but he's definitely the A side, is the man. It's probably he may or may not be above Canelo right now, man. We're gonna see what Canelo's on next pay-per-view numbers are gonna be like. But Ryan is looking like the man right now, man. But I think he's taking it a little too far with the victory lap. You know what I mean? Like the whole smoking a Haney pack. Haney's already. I mean, you beat him already, man. You got your single that I'm jamming. Which, by the way, if y'all could get him to perform like a little performance on TVV, that'd be cool too. But yeah, I think the victory lap is a little too far. But anyway, salute to you, salute to everybody, and I'm out, man. Peace.
Two counterpunches. My bad, fellas. Y'all both mad. I'm sure this is very long ago. Mr. Perfect and James.
Yeah.
What up?
Man, I'm gonna stop defending Spence on him. I'm happy y'all be keeping my nigga name up though. But yeah, I forgot, man. My nigga Rico did say them niggas won't give him what he wanted for
You said what?
that. I said my nigga Rico did say them niggas want to get. I seen him at the Golden Glove and shit in Detroit. But he did say he wasn't getting what he wanted to. for that fight. He was losing the first fight, but he knocked the nigga out, man.
Yeah.
You gotta give him his respect and shit. So they really ain't even want to get him the A side either. That's why I'm like, damn, they doing you like that? Cause they trying to say it was a lucky shot and shit. But I see how the fight was going, and yeah, he
I
was
mean, you
losing,
usually
but
not the A side in the rematch. You usually just, the
you don't
upset.
think?
Nah, remember Andy wasn't the A side in his rematch. Wilder was still the A
That's
side in his
different though.
rematch.
That's different though. But
All
one
right.
what about damn, I forgot what just about to come up with. Damn,
Even
that shit
even
just had.
Cambosis, look, he lost and the fight
What
still
about
was over there.
Taylor Catterall? What about Taylor Catterall though?
Um,
Catterall was the A side. They not
nah, Catterall was the mandatory, and he probably not the A side now. I mean, maybe
no, he
I
ain't the
doubt
A
it. I
side now.
doubt it.
It was damn, he wasn't. Oh
Mm-mm.
yeah, Jake. He was the champion, right? But yeah, I like the but yeah, that they need to do that fight. I don't want to talk about that weak ass fight Peter had last night. But yeah, that little Chucky. I like the way she was going crazy. That was an even fight to me. But she did outland her and she was controlling the fight, I think. So she deserved that win. And now she doing good for women's boxing. I like how she got the Chucky down and shit like that. And then she do the cutthroat neck at the weigh-ins and shit. She really good for women boxing and shit. Got a nice little character and shit. And, this nigga said Virgil Ortiz is gonna beat Zoo. He ain't never fight nobody like Zoo, man. I know I've been well, I'm a hardcore, so yeah, I picked Zoo to beat Thurman. Yeah, I picked Fedora to beat Zoo. And now I'm picking Zoo to beat Virgil, but shit, I'm just a fan and Styles make fights, man. So I don't think Virgil. And then I watched that first round of Virgil and I turned that shit. I'm like, oh yeah, this shit terrible. I knew he was gonna do something next round, so I'm like, seeing it on the zone shit. I'm like, oh, yeah, I knew that shit was gonna happen. Looked like Dog just laid down for probably about 5,000, but we ain't gonna say nothing about that. But yeah, man, I ain't really. It wasn't really no good really fight last night, but shit, it was entertaining. I just kept flicking through a lot of shit, so with the playoffs going on and then all that shit. Yeah, but we do need that Rico and Peter fight, so that's what we looking for next. All right, I'm out.
All right, James, talk to me.
Yo, Ness, you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Yo, who was that? That was Mr. Perfect, right?
Yep.
Man, that nigga sound like somebody that's suffering from Stockholm syndrome. But one day he's gonna wake up and realize, man, that the career of Errol Spence is not what it was, and he's gonna have to just move on and just celebrate the past under you know unifications, decent performances, and all those things pre car crash injury. And that she dead ass wrong for saying malnutritious Ugas. I mean, Ugas probably had one of the baddest wives in the game. I don't know what their relationship is right now. If she's on the open market, I mean, she'll make me consider some things. But if she's not, man, salute to him for actually achieving that in the sport of boxing. Um, Now
I
Timboski
mean,
also has.
I ain't usually in people business unless it's boxing, and I ain't seen a picture of that girl on his page in about a year. And for
Shit,
me, a
man.
year
Hey,
could
community,
be 3 months.
community, get your bread right, man. Y'all need to seek and conquer that, man, if you can. But anyways, man, didn't Timboski also admit that he thought Virgil Ortiz was gonna go rounds?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He
Man, I
thought
love Timboski.
he thought son that Delorme was gonna be a little bit more durable.
Mm, So
Maybe
he
maybe it was because of the weight change.
gonna be
He
durable from
figured
what? From the boots fight?
just durable in general. Like be able to take more punch resistance because of the weight. Maybe.
Gotcha. Man, shout out to Timboski, man. He's an extremely knowledgeable caller. but his passion and love for the sport makes him naive at times and just can't see shit for what it is.
Damn.
That's just how I feel about him. It's reality. It's just true. Other than that, I really think Virgil Ortiz is probably going to be the best out the crop. You remember when him and Bruce Ennis both names hit the scene? I never doubted Virgil's skills one time, even though he may not have shown it with the ideal level of competition, but he has a level of perfection next to Beterbiev, which is he stopped everybody that came in the ring with him. With that being said, I think all comers actually fuck with Virgil. They're gonna really fuck around and find out. Ryan G and Earl, and that's, you may not see it that way, but you really got to start promoting that fight. That's the biggest fight in boxing. One of the biggest fights in boxing.
Nah, I want
We
it.
need to go ahead and push
I want it.
We need to push that. And last, before I finish my call, who the man? Look, I said Antonio Moran and Dakota Linger. Like, who are real viable opponents with the damn Jose Ramirez you saw last night that he could fight? Maybe a Montana Love, bring him back. You think that'd be good?
Yeah.
That black versus Mexican profile. You think something like that will work?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think anything higher than that,
And
man.
Montana is stationary enough. You know, he not as tricky as Rancis. He'll get caught on them ropes.
What about that boy from Connecticut, man? Maybe Myquan Williams, man. What about him? Will
That's
he
a
be a
tough
good
fight.
opponent?
That's a tough
You
fight.
think that's a tough? Really? You think that's too tough? You think that's too tough for Jose?
Yeah, Myquan, I think he's pretty accurate. He's coming off a stoppage. You know, we're trying to get
He's coming off a
Jose's.
good performance.
Yeah, didn't he get a stoppage on Pro Box? I think we're trying to get
Yeah, he
Jose's
got.
confidence back. This ain't gonna be the best, comments in the comment section for him. I don't know. Myquan, tough one though. He should be able to get past it. I think Myquan stepped up on that level once and didn't win. I can't remember versus who he stepped up. But right now, Myquan could be a different fighter. Again, he got the momentum. He coming off a good win. No.
Well, if you ever have another interview with that former Golden Boy matchmaker, which is probably interview of the year or one of the best interviews in TV history, man, I'm definitely gonna ask him that. Like, who would he match, or how would he rebuild Jose Ramirez's career? Because to me, the Jose Ramirez that we saw last night, it looked like he had no power in his punches. He looked like his speed looked okay, and it looked like he was just trying to outthrow punches, like punch with Rancis, and not really block shit. Like, his defense was not visible at all. So I don't know what the fuck you can do with him, but shout out to you and shout out to the community as always. And I'm gone.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with with Jose. But they got options, especially cash out options. You feel me? Throw him in there with Ryan G, like you say. That's a good fight. The Mike Kwan ain't a bad fight if they think he could win. I don't know. That's a tough fight for me, in my opinion. We got a counterpunch, I believe, from Profound Dreamer.
Hey, gather around TBV. That's if you're still listening, and get on down with these profound rhythms. Ness. What's the saying in boxing? How it go? It say skills pay the bills, right?
Yep.
But they also say you gotta have the will to win. And Brandon, the AJ of trucking, I agree with his call when he said Virgil Ortiz got more skills than Tim Tszyu. I feel like if they both had tool bags and they both reached in their bag of tools, that Virgil will have more tools to pull out and put on the table. But at the end of the day, Tim Tszyu got the will to win, and there's two things that Virgil Ortiz got to overcome with this fight. He got to beat the skill, and we know that's a problem for him, and he got to go up against the activity of Tim Tszyu. See, Tim Tszyu is so confident in his skill set. While he might have less tools, he's so confident in his skill set and what he brings to the game that he was willing to go into a fight blind and not want to quit, not want to say, oh, the blood, I can't see, so we need to stop the fight. He said, nah, I'm going to figure it out. I know what I could take, and I know what I could give out here. Pause. So I'm going to stay in this, and I'm going to keep trying to bang it out and see what I could make happen. And that kind of will I don't know Virgil Ortiz is prepared to deal with that with his resume, his current resume and caliber of opponents. So I feel like the fact that I'm counterpunching and calling back in, and Brandon Land's got a good point. Brandon from Cincinnati, he got a good point. I feel like I might just have to eat my crow and say this might just be the main event on the August 3rd card. Tim Tszyu versus Virgil Ortiz might just very well be the people's main event because these are two guys that we know in the American market. We've seen them. We know what to expect from them, and we're excited to see Virgil Ortiz step it up. I think Virgil going to lose, but it's a lot of people out there like Brandon that think he got a chance. Okay, but the thing is, on Crawford's opponent, a lot of people don't know Madrimov. Like, I know Madrimov is something serious. I know it's going to be moments in that fight where Madrimov is going to be walking Crawford down and landing shots. We're going to find out what Terrence Crawford really looks like at 154. I think Bud is going to rise to the occasion, and that's going to be exciting to see. But, hey, everybody excited to see this Virgil Ortiz versus Tim Tszyu, so we'll see how it plays out, man. That's my call.
All right, we got Treese Toledo. Treese, Toledo, Ohio. You there? Not there? We going out to Chad in Canada. Shout out to Regis Prograis strength and conditioning coach Evans Toba with the fat $20. Drop a bomb for the dub. Chad, Canada, what up?
Hey, what's up, Ness? You got me?
You sound horrible.
Yeah, come back to me, man. I'm having an issue with my phone, Ness.
Alrighty then. It sounds like it's raining over there too. I hear your wipers hardcores. We got Kyle C. What it do?
Yo.
Yo.
Hey, man, I just got to say, Virgil Ortiz is a bum hunter, bro. And Tszyu is going to beat the shit out of him. They need to match this dude up nicely. I'm glad they did now, but I'm tired of seeing them beat up bums, bro. I'm not impressed by that. I'm not impressed by last night at all. He didn't even make weight. Like, I don't know, bro.
I
don't
think
like
it's
the dude. I
more
don't like the
about
dude.
like why make weight for this? This ain't the real fight. This one's the real fight with Tszyu. Maybe that's how they was
Man,
looking at it.
with his track record, that's disrespectful. He need to make weight.
Nah,
I don't believe he can make weight for Tszyu. To be honest, when's the last time we seen him make weight? Like, when's the last time we seen him make weight good?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, man. If he make weight for Tszyu, I mean, look, Tszyu gonna beat him up. That's all I gotta say. Tszyu is gonna beat him up. And the Ramirez Bartholomew fight, that was a great fight. I feel like they robbed Bartholomew of the knockdown.
Yeah, but if you give him a
But
knockdown, you got to
it
take
is
a
what it
point,
is.
man.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess.
You guess he hit him with like 3 shots while he was on the floor, bro. Bartholomew a little cheater.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I would have rather them still gave him his knockdown though, and take away the point. I don't care. I just wanted that to be counted because it was obviously clearly a knockdown. Just enforce all the rules.
Yeah.
Enforce all the rules. Don't just ignore stuff.
Nah,
But
I hear
it was
that.
that was a great fight. But yeah, man, Ortiz, I'm glad he about to get a butt whipping, bro. Because he been fighting bums too long.
I mean,
He ain't been in the
Velasquez
fire.
ain't no bum. That's fire.
Yeah. Cav Velasquez ain't a bum. I'll give you that. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't believe in dude, bro. I don't believe in dude.
I mean,
You gonna make it out?
Who
You gonna make it out to that fight?
Who's
in,
as
in
durable?
August?
I guess Mendoza is as durable as Velasquez. You know what I'm saying? Because no disrespect to former champ Tony Harrison, but he can't take a punch like Velasquez.
Yeah.
And
But
that's how I see it. You
hmm.
know, who's been in there with the durable fighters? Yeah, Tim has been in there with better durable fighters, but you know, Virgil ain't that far behind. But again, Virgil, he ain't been fighting no natural 54 pounders. So we about to see what
Nope.
he really all about.
Hey man, I don't even think Virgil. I think Fundora beat Virgil up too. To be honest.
Fundora got Ryan Garcia problems.
Man, hey, Ryan really the face of boxing now. That is crazy. I hate it.
Ryan
I hate
calling
it had
out
to be at my
everybody.
boy Dev expense.
Word. You and me both, man.
Man. Hey, but hey, you know what? It's kind of bittersweet because you know, I was one of them people that had picked, like, I wasn't super confident in the pick, but I had picked Ryan to beat Tank. But then I was mad about the weight clauses and all that, you know.
Yeah.
And now look, I mean, look, he better than people thought, so I feel kind of vindicated. I need that rematch. But nah, man. You know, have a good day, dog.
All right. We got who we got? We got J Billy. What up?
Yo, yo,
You.
yo,
Yo, yo,
yo.
yo.
How the audio, how the audio? You got me?
Straight.
Yes, sir. Shout out Ness putting in that motherfucking work. But I don't know. With Virgil, I'm gonna go with Virgil first. I didn't see all the fights, but I did catch the main card of the zone fights. Virgil, man, I understand what people are saying about Bum Hunter, and I kind of see what I see both sides. I see what Brandon's saying about he's special. And I see the bum side. I'm not going to say anything about Bum Hunter. You feel me? I seen what he had with Kavalaskis, somebody that people feel like Bud put down. But that Delorme fight, it was just real iffy. You're like, yeah, that could have been a hard shot that put him down, but I didn't even see the angle. They didn't even show the angle of the close up of the knockdown. You know what I'm saying? That's like they showed the backside, then they showed Delorme's back. You know what I'm saying? Where you can kind of see like a clip, but you didn't see. Did you see a for sure knockdown to the body? I'm pretty sure it was a hard shot. Like you heard it, but you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you right. You right. I couldn't see it, but Virgil himself
Yeah.
said like he knew it was over. He heard the pain and the shot land. So I don't
I'm
know,
not
but
gonna
I
lie,
get what you're saying.
I
I get
heard the
what you're
shot.
saying.
Yeah, I heard the shot. I just didn't see a clean enough, replay.
But I
But
thought I thought that's
this
because it was solar plex, man. You know them shits is terrible when you get hit in that dead center stomach. Like I don't know.
facts. Yeah, that is a fact. But going into a zoo fight, your last two fights are 10 rounders, and they're ended in the first and second round. That doesn't give me too much confidence, because Zoo's gonna take you into deep waters. You feel me? When you
I
get in the
mean, we never
zoo,
said that
that's gonna be a
about
tough
Better
fight.
Beef though. We never said
You
Better
said what?
Beef. We never said Better Beef not going rounds was a bad thing. And his competition got better and better. You know.
It did, but you did see once he did step up in competition, he started to go those rounds with a Gosdick and was still showing the stoppage. You know what I'm saying? He went the deep
Yeah,
rounds with
and
the
that's what.
yard.
But that's
You
what.
feel
That's
me?
what. That's what he did with Kavalaskis, champ.
Exactly. Facts. We're on the same page with that. That's what I'm saying. I did see it with Kavalaskis, but that's the highest level we've seen it. And with
Mm-hmm.
Zoo being a former champ, we got to give that to him. He was a champ, even though he didn't make the defense. They did name him a champ, and he did go in deep waters multiple times with Mendoza, Gachet. It's just real iffy with Virgil. You know what I'm saying? Like I just said, Brandon, he is special. You feel me? But we haven't seen it against a Zoo level yet. We seen it against a Kavalaskis at 47, but
But that's
we
where
haven't
you gotta
seen it
trust your
against
eye
anybody at
test.
54.
That's where you gotta trust your eye test.
Exactly, I feel it. And I don't know how to call it yet. Initially, I said Zoo. I'm gonna still have to go back and see some things because Zoo looked great. That first 1 or 2 rounds versus Fundora, he got it on the inside way quicker than I thought he would be able to be. I mean, be able to, but he did get caught with that elbow, and it just changed the fight. So, I can't wait to see that fight. I just hope Virgil's prepared. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be a 12 rounder, and you're gonna go deep. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy. But with the Duarte and JoJo fight, man, JoJo's too small to be competing at 40. Like I saw it from the first round when Duarte, like he already established the foot position. He won the foot position battle instantly. You feel me? He kept that lead foot on the outside.
Chant, that was the bell, and I got a
I'm gonna tell that
counterpunch,
man
or
somebody say something. Yep.
I'd let you
Keep on putting in that
burn
work.
some more. Tim, counter, Boski. Tim Boski, what up?
One sec, man. 1 sec. Give me 2 seconds, man.
If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility, putting this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans that don't know we rock out every day. Tim, you know there? Because we can move it on there.
Yeah, please. I'm just doing a job right now. Please, I'll be back.
Nah, I'll come back to you, all right? All right.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate
we
it.
got H-Town.
What up, man? That's H-Town. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Jose Ramirez simply looked like he got old in the ring, Ness. Maybe it's due to the fact that he's having a hard time making the weight. I don't know. His punch resistance wasn't there. His punching power wasn't there. His reflexes weren't there. I mean, he just had a hard time with a guy he should have showcased against. What's the name? Man, Virgil, power is real. And one thing we haven't learned from Ryan Garcia is that power could change the fight. So I don't care what they say about how Tim Tszyu look. Can he take the power? If he gets up, that's fine. He got up, but can he recover? We saw that Devin couldn't recover. He got up, but he couldn't recover, and that changed the whole fight. We need to learn that power is real. And Virgil's a skilled fighter. He knows how to land that power, just how Garcia knows how to land that power. So that fight's going to be 50-50 in my eyes. I don't care what anybody says. He's been fighting bums. Yeah. Can he take the power? Have you seen my boy Ryan? He's on the world tour. He was with Trump, Deion Sanders. He's on that homeboy from Florida podcast. That big guy. Was it PBR? That boy's everywhere. That boy took everything Devin ever worked for. He said, "That's it, man. I'm the man." That's the face of boxing. This love it. It was hate it or love it. The underdog's on top. It is what it is. H-Town.
All right. Nah, man, he's certainly on a world tour, and I seen all that. I seen him, showing Trump the shoe shine and talking about 2024 President Trump. I seen him
Kobe Covington teaching him how to throw the left hook.
Yeah, I saw him with YG. I saw him with Deion Sanders. It's devastating for me as a Devin fan. It's just it's really, really sad to see, that Ryan has blown up and that he's got
Deion's the culture.
validity.
Deion's the culture, dog. They just damn. It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. That you win some, you lose some, but they will turn on you, man. And Tank was pointing that out to Devin because of YG being in Devin's back room, in the locker room before the fight, and now he's got fucking Ryan performing blessed and highly favored on tour with him. So, hopefully he takes that as fuel for the fire, man, to come back. Because, look, Oscar didn't have to tell anybody that he caught Devin running. He didn't have to speak highly of Devin, but he's telling you what Devin's doing. And I'm glad. I know they listen to the show, whether it's him, his dad, some of the trainers, they all listen. When they listen, I don't know, but I hope that they heard. When you take time off, it don't mean stop running. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad to hear that he's still running because you cannot balloon in weight. You got to remain in your weight class. Go ahead, Chan.
It don't mean EJ go to the Bahamas, get drunk for a whole 6 months, a whole boxing up.
Listen,
and
you
they come back
could go to
230
Bahamas.
pounds.
Go to the Bahamas, but run in the Bahamas. It's mad humid over there. Fucking run and lose some weight while you're there. Run on the beach. Run with your lady. Stay active, though. Don't just drink rum punch.
Yeah. EJ fans, I don't know why they're wilding on Bud. The man held boxing up, talking about that his eye was hurt, but he wasn't training at all. Man, 230 pounds. That's wildness. They need to get the hell on with that. And I hope Bud's next card does millions, dog, because they held that man's career up for 6 months. I don't care what anybody says.
Nah, for sure, champ. Let me get to Treese Toledo.
Yo.
Yo.
What up, though? What up, though?
What up?
Hey, man. Say, man. With these Jose Ramirez, man, he, like Buddy just said, yeah, he looked old out there. I ain't gonna hold you. He just been inactive. Wasn't that like his second fight in like 3 years or some shit like that? His last fight was like Comey, from what I can remember. That shit was a while ago.
Yeah.
So he just rusty. You feel me? He got to get that up off of him. But I heard somebody say Montana Love. I would like that. Montana Love, that's a good fight for him. I like that.
Yeah.
With the green print action, I like that. That's decent. But Oscar Duarte, shout out to him. Damn it, Ryan Garcia, you done struck again. Motherfucking win, Agent Will over there. That's not Devin. We taking damage everywhere we turn, man. That shit is no good, man. I don't like it. We got to get you back out there active ASAP. You think Devin coming back by the end of the year, you're slow for him, or you gonna take some real time off?
The boy was already running, man. You know what Oscar believes he should do and what Devin does is two different things. You know, Oscar thinks that he took a beating, he should take the rest of the year off. Devin's already running, man. Hopefully he wants to come back. I know they got the Sandor fight. Who knows if he's coming right back to that. I just hope if he comes back, he's ready. You know?
No, that's
he's giving himself
I don't
the right amount of time.
Don't rush back to appease the fans, you feel me, and take extra. Yeah, that'd be can't follow up with a loss. That should be terrible to your career, my boy. But like I say, if you do get out there, hey, my man Robert Easter, like you know what the fuck going on, Toledo, Ohio shit, man. Robert Easter, he looking for a fight. We heard you talking all that shit back in the day.
We don't want nobody
That'd
off
be a good fight for you.
Nah, we don't want nobody off that much inactivity. Plus,
Hey,
Robert
shit,
Easter.
he need that. That's a good. Hey, no, Devin
nah,
he might need a body like that. Like you just said, he came off a beating.
We
Shit,
good.
he might want somebody with.
No, we good. We'll take Ramirez. We'll take Barboza. Like, there's levels to this. That was Ryan Garcia.
Hey, we former world champion, man. That's all I'm gonna say. But hey, shout out Alfredo Angulo with the bare knuckle win last night. You know what the fuck going on? Knuckle mania. You know, we check out Combat Consultant. We watch everything, man. Shout out Angulo, and that was a good knockout on his behalf. Man. He might keep him a belt out there.
You ain't bet on it, so it don't matter. Like,
everybody in the mother know I'm no gambler. I don't gamble.
My man
I just watch
bet
the
on
fights,
that
man.
shit. He
I
sent
just watch
me a
the
DM.
fights.
He sent me a DM like, bro, you not gonna bet on this? And I'm usually with him because I swear to God, I ain't seen a boxer go to bare knuckle and lose yet. Not even Paulie. So it's like I was gonna bet on it, but I'm like, nah, I don't really fuck with Angulo. He be looking wash in boxing. That motherfucker.
He was getting his ass kicked. Hey, he was getting his ass kicked in that fight for real.
And he still got the knockout. Them bare knuckle dudes, man. If you ain't a real boxer, man, you ain't on this level, man. Stop trying to fucking pretend, man.
Hey, man. Hey, I watch it all. Shout out to him, though. Austin Trout, we fucking with you too, man. But shout out TPV. Shout out Toledo, Ohio. Y'all know what the fuck going on.
Every time a boxer go to that shit, he kick one of their ass. They need to just let it go. Tim Boski, you ready now for your counter?
Oh, yeah. I just had to get away from the work quickly, man. You got me.
I got you.
They didn't think that I would win, but I won.
They
didn't think that I win, but I won. What the
fucking
Ryan. Shit.
Ryan out here going viral.
Man said, I got a Henny pack in my lungs. I went in there and got the job done. No. What's this? Come on, man. This guy's doing the shit. What's this guy doing? He's showing Donald Trump how to. Showing Donald Trump how to shadow box, man. The guy met Donald Trump, showed him how to shadow box. He's going into Deion Sanders, arguably one of the best NFL players ever of all time, top 3, arguably, with a Colorado jersey on. And then he's going to YG on concert doing this shit. Come on, man. And what I found interesting is Devin Haney said he was running in his neighborhood and he bucked up with Oscar De La Hoya. I found that very interesting as well. I wonder what that conversation was. And back to Benitez, I want to clear something up quickly, man, because you're a very well educated caller, also, man. You get me? Everyone can be naive at times, right, Ness? Everybody can be naive with their picks. The same way I was naive with Joe Calzaghe and Roy Jones Jr. The same way I was naive with AJ and Klitschko. The same way I was naive with another one of your fucking fighters, Errol Spence. Come on, man. Everyone can be naive. It's the world that we live in. It is what it is. But like I said, Jose Ramirez, I want to see him in there with multiple 140-pounders. If he can get the rust off, that's fine. We got a couple killers up here. You can bring him over here. You get me against Dalton Smith. We'll dust him up. Dalton Smith will pack him up, put him in a suitcase, and then you can. I want to see him take on. You know what? Put Gustavo Lemos in there. That's a great matchup. Him and Gustavo Lemos. We want to see him in there with Jose Ramirez. That's a great match. That will wake up Jose Ramirez. That will wake him up. Or you can. Where's Ishmael Barroso? Maybe he needs to come and join fucking DAZN and get some fights, man. They put that man on the shelf after two great performances. Where the fuck is he at? Where is he? Come on, man. We want to see great fights in the sport of boxing. But like I said, man, everybody can be naive, man. And Ryan Garcia, this is what I like to see, man. He's making boxing alive again. Alive. Yes. And no one's shoving Devin Haney underneath the bus. You don't do that as boxing fans. We want to see him back in the ring against top quality opponents also. You get me? Either drop the belt, move up to 147, get some decent work up there because people are saying that his weight's not comfortable, this and that. No. We want to hear no excuses. It's either go up in weight, you know what I'm saying, to get some decent competition up there, or you stay at 140, defend your belt against Sandor Martin, or you can get maybe the winner out of Jack Catterall or Josh Taylor, something around those ways. Or you can, like, if a true champion like he says he is, run it back with Ryan somehow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's my call. I appreciate it, Ness. Continue on with the real boxing talk. I got one more thing for you, man. That heavyweight, that card was decent actually. That your Dennis Tellis card. I like that puncher. Who's that puncher from? I think he's from Georgia. I'm not sure what his name is. He's a new guy that I like. He's a big power puncher I see. I'm not sure what his name is. He knocked out the Argentinian.
I don't know who you're talking about, bro. The only heavyweight I remember is David Garcia, the Mexican, and Lanier
No,
Carrillo.
no, Piero. No, I'm not speaking about Piero. I'm talking about I'm not sure. Wait, he knocked out. I see him knock out Argentinian. Oh, I didn't catch his name. Properly.
Again, the only other heavyweight on the card was David Garcia.
No, he wasn't a heavyweight. He wasn't a heavyweight.
Oh,
Please, just there. Find out for me, man. Find out for me. I'm not sure. I can't remember his name, man. I think it's DeMichael or something like that. I'm not sure. I can't remember his name.
DeMichaels Harris. He might
Yes.
sign an
Yes.
MVP. He's back in June on another MVP card. He's been living in Puerto Rico with Jake for the last year because I think they share the same trainer. DeMichaels Harris.
Okay,
You're talking about.
yeah.
He's from Atlanta.
He's got some qualities in him that I like.
He's from Atlanta.
He's got some qualities. And as for the Tony Aguilar and
I got an
Vega,
interview with him, man. Check out the YouTube channel. I got an interview with him.
Oh, okay, no problem. I'll check that out most definitely. And as for the Tony Aguilar and Rios Vega, I don't know why they rematched. I'm not too sure why, because I was impressed with Tony Aguilar to win the first fight. So I'm not too sure why they rematched. But that was an interesting feat there. I like both of those fighters. They got bright futures ahead of them. You get me? They got good skills, good quality skills.
Get you, fam. All right, man. Let me get to Jay Swift. What up? Jay Swift got to unmute.
1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yo, Virgil Ortiz made that look way too simple.
That's what power does.
He got me thinking I can get in the ring with Delorme. Yo, that's funny. He got me thinking I can get in the
Nah,
ring.
you ain't lying. That is funny.
He didn't even look like he hurt him. He looked like he just poked him in the side.
Yeah, man, that's how them body shots be, though.
I was like, And that was the first round, wasn't it?
You know it.
I was like, wow. But then when you look at who Virgil Ortiz is, he's 21-0 with 21 knockouts. Yeah, I'm gonna stay my ass in the seats. And I'm not even gonna be close. I'm not even gonna be too close. I'm gonna get back about 5 rows.
Right.
Anyway, I just want to shout you all out. Good fight. Well, it was a good fight for Virgil. Anyway, I'm out of here.
Who you
Peace.
got winning? Who you got winning? Virgil or Zoo? That's happening now that Virgil got the win.
Oh,
That's what this was all about. He on the Crawford card August 3rd, man. This is
I'll be honest with you. Tszyu is not.
he not what?
It's Lorme. He's
Nah, he
not the
not the
Lorme.
lawman for sure.
Definitely not. And he's so angry he lost to
Fundura,
Fundura.
Fundura. Like Dora
He's
the
what
Explorer, Fundora.
nobody been. My kids are too old, but anyway, he's so freaking mad that he lost to Fundura that I'm gonna give him this fight to win. I like Virgil, I like him a lot, but I don't know, man. I think Tszyu got a whole lot of anger and aggression inside to get out. But yeah, we gonna see what's up when they make the fight. Peace, my brother.
Jay, you the man. Drew, what it do?
Yo, how my audio?
Straight.
We highly blessed, highly favored, Ness, on that Devin Haney pack. Man,
I see.
our boy, real quick. I got Tim taking care of business. Ramirez ain't as washed up, man. Fucking, he looks like trash. He don't even want that Regis Prograis fade, which he's been ducking for years. But I like that fight at 40. Finally, just give us that fight. You know what I'm saying? But dog, Ryan just took over the sport. He the face of boxing right now, bro. You can't be moving the way you don't get into Mar-a-Lago with Trump in a pair of jeans, bro. But Ryan did that. It's Ness. He could. I think if he had Isaac Cruz, I know Isaac can't happen. Depending on the opponent, he could take that September date, though, right? I think so.
I mean, if it's Tank, I don't know
If
that
it's
there's any
Tank,
other green print fighter that we gonna want more than Tank to take over September from Canelo.
if it was Isaac Cruz and not on that card, Isaac could have took that with him too. But fuck, this
Yeah, the
fool is.
turnaround's gonna be tough. That's really
It
fast.
would have been a turnaround, yeah. But he is crossed over to a level like no boxer has in a while. Hanging out with that's you know what I'm saying. Not even Floyd. This was Floyd Manny type crossover. Hanging out with presidents. You know what I mean? But then also the other there with Lil Wayne and A-list other A-list athletes and entertainers. And the motherfucker's next fight is gonna be box office. Or give them Sugar Sean O'Malley Ness. If he does that fucking crossover fight with a UFC dude, man, bananas. It's a
I
whole
mean,
nother
that dude
audience.
got a lot of numbers, so I get it, but I never heard of that dude. I don't know how big he is, but again, I'm a casual. I don't know nothing about MMA.
Yeah. But it just would bring the UFC crowd in. You know what I'm saying? Like that crossover and that type of shit. And I know I don't mind the era of prize fighting because we need this shit. You know, Ryan gets on my fucking nerves, but I understand the macro and the business sense of when you have popular prize fighters, it just does something to the sport. And before I get my call out here, Ness, you need to hop on that motherfucking bare knuckle, Ness. Pero Angulo. Give me that Pero Angulo versus Austin No Doubt Trout, baby. I need
What?
that.
That's crazy. That's
And they was
sad. That
trying to
fight
get
happened in there
Areola.
and not in boxing. That's sad.
They wanted to get Henry Ramirez said they were trying to get big money for Areola to headline in California.
What? Bare knuckle?
Yeah,
Jesus.
because it was in Cali. But nah, man, like I don't know if you caught the clips. Like, man, Pedro Angulo at the fucking last second just folded that dude. But bare knuckle is highly entertaining, man. If the right people got behind it, it could be something big. But shit, that's my call, baby. We highly blessed, highly favored.
All right. Yeah, man. He done put out something that's catchy. He got everybody singing and shit. We going to James Benitez, $10 super chat. Bud out here giving his team Jesus pieces. Earl out here shortchanging his team. FYI, Virgil contracted the fight at 156. So that means he may wait. Profound Dreamer, member for 14 months. He said, Tszyu USA. Tim gonna beat Virgil and take all his West Coast fans. And we got DJ Double $5. Ryan told Devin, and I quote, if you're the champ, then I'm the champ, right? That statement hits different today. Damn. Yohan Guzman, $5. Tank vs. Martin doesn't make a million pay-per-view buys. We needed to revisit the Tank versus Ryan numbers with who was the real A-side for that one. Laughing out loud emoji. Well, I mean, Ryan did his part in showing that those numbers could have been, that he could be responsible for it. Tank has an opportunity now to do the same with a very large platform, with a very strong card. So don't count him out just yet. He could do something. We got H-Town, Leo, $2. OG Sounds, Drunk on a Sunday, laughing out loud. Matt Bent, $5. Daily Dose of Tank Whale. Tim beats Virgil. Tank sleeps everybody. Tank's given, Tanknician, Tank Quill. So Tank's given, Tanknician, which is like technician, and then Tank Quill. We got Mad Band right back at us with another 5. TBV, The Voice, Tank the Face, and Messiah of Boxing, Ryan's one night stand. All right. Well, he doing all right. He doing all right. So far. Let me see here. We got Mad Bet. No, we said that. Okay, looks like we got to everybody. Last call for callers. Last call for callers. And that's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch me on the next one. Remember, so there's no show tomorrow because I got dogs, so I got to make that dumbass road trip back to Vegas. So I will be off for that trip. But once I'm back, it's fight week. We in studio and we back to the grind. But I got this road trip with my not hound dogs, because then y'all gonna be like, why you ain't just fly with these English bulldogs that they don't let fly? And that's why I can't just fly. But until the next one, ladies and gents, arrivederci.